Hello. Okay. Just a chart check. Mm, some of the trades I'm interested in or looking at. Um, First one on the list is BEMF. Okay. Now, the reason this is important, it looks like a breakout, but this particular kind of breakout I've traded before in January this year. So this is the example. It has worked. It has happened three times so far. Once in Reliance, that was a monthly breakout. Then in Pidilite, a weekly setup. And on daily, was it on SBI card? This one was the one I've traded before. Now, the same setup is being seen on BEML. The high possibility that it could go on to touch the resistance that is on a higher time frame, weekly time frame. If those level get like those level are broken, then the targets are quite higher, like in the range of 3600, something like that. But for now, I'm actually interested in this small breakout and hoping for a target of 1720 or to 1800, something around this range. Not taken it yet, not holding as of now. We'll look to trade it tomorrow. The second on the list is ChemCon. Now this I've bought today, just before closing, around 320-ish. Good chart. I've traded like my entries were shared. I've traded this before as well. Right now, what I'm looking at in this chart is you can see this orange range, and like whenever it, like usually when it closes above the range, there is a small up move, and if it has to reverse, it never closes above around the range, right? So there's like there's a small like short-term breakout as well. There's a pattern, three rising methods, multiple candles are being covered by just one green candle, and this closing is sort of interesting. So I'm actually hoping that um, the volume is picking up. I think the accumulation is done. That's what I believe. The accumulation is done, and maybe we could see 536 levels again. Now this one has a very small stop loss. As such, like if you're keeping a closing basis stop loss, then a closing below the band could be your exit trigger. Now targets are stepping stone. I mean, I don't think it will this time. It will stop at 537. I expect it to go a little bit higher than this, at least 620-ish, something around these levels. Like at least this much. Right? Hoping. Yeah, there are like after the breakouts, I'll get my trend targets. I'll share them when the breakout happens. But until then, I'm aiming for 537, 539 this level. Stop loss right now. I'm keeping a stop loss of 429. If it closes like gives a weekly closing above this the orange band, then I'll trail it as a closing basis, daily closing basis as well of this level 450-ish. It's a good trade. We've traded this before. Company is not so bad. So high possibility that this could be the final dip before it breaks out. See, we've tried twice or thrice. It has like this was one trade booked early, second trade booked at no loss no profit break even. Third trade also booked early. Now this is a final dip is what the expectation is. Third chart which I'm interested in is plastic bench. Now, this has like it's on the verge of a breakout. I'm not saying that it has already broken out. It's on the verge of a breakout, right? But the indicators are such placed that maybe this time if it gives me a weekly closing, this is not a daily time frame trade. if it gives me a weekly closing somewhere around 291 or 294, anywhere around this level, then I'm going to personally buy it. I've not yet bought it. I'm going to buy it. Well, SL could be in the range of 265-ish, and targets are practically open right now. I'll share it when I get. I don't think. I mean, if I get a breakout here, the indicators are such place that it will probably breach the swing high. That's what I'm expecting, and the volume is picking up slowly and steadily. Fresh entries are like fresh shareholders are coming in. So this time around, I think it should breach this level, hopefully 336. So, it's not an immediate entry. I need a Friday, like a weekly closing above 290ish, around 290ish. If I get that with little bit more volume, then I'll buy it. The next stock is Orient Electrics. Now, out of the blue, this one gave a move today. I don't know. I mean, there was a gap up and then suddenly it rallied. And surprisingly, it also has a open low. The first tick of the day is also the lowest tick of the day. Means someone started buying right off the bat. Now, when this happens, now there's a volume to the dip, another volume. Okay, if someone is like there's a continuous buying effort being made here. I don't mean I've taken one trade on this pattern before. There's a pattern here on one trade I've taken in TCS. It can be checked on the profile in TradingView. Um, if this breaks out, if I get a breakout here, then I expect a solid run here, like without stopping 3 4 days rally, 5 5 10%, something like that. But my understanding, I've not yet bought it. My understanding is what happens tomorrow near here. A little bit of like I'll shift to hourly or maybe 30 minutes and see if I'm getting a consolidation range, a flag, and then a breakout. I'll buy. If that happens, I'll probably look to enter. Now, all of these trades are on the basis of trend analysis and momentum analysis. When such stocks, like when they give a perfect entry, usually they don't just dip right away. They don't correct right away. But they give time in like they like start slowly, and then even before reversing they give time. So if I get an entry, if these trades work out for me, then I'll probably get at least a day to decide while in profits whether I should be holding them or exiting them. Final one is Jindal World. Okay, now just clean breakout weekly. I mean, again, this is a weekly trade, not a daily one. If I get a closing anywhere above this red line, then I'll be interested in this trade. As of now, I'm not looking at it. I'm not even buying immediately. I don't have an entry set up. It's just a clean breakout with volume. Now, I'm not sure if it will hold or not hold. I will have to check the delivery level, but it's a good chart. I mean, if someone has been tracking this company, then right now is when you should be interested in it. Yeah, so far, BEML, I'll probably, depends on Nifty, I'll probably look to enter in this one. I mean, obviously, if you have seen three or four trades in the similar manner, copying a trade is, I mean, doing another trade of a similar kind is not a big deal. Manage my quantities. SL, as of now, I'll keep it open because even if it's a breakout, I don't think it's coming down. I mean, unless market crashes or Nifty takes a dip, I don't think this bottom line will be breached. So at max, what it could do is maybe give a small breakout, then retest, and then break out again, or even do a fake out, come here, and then go again. Either way, I'm okay with it. I'll look to enter some quantity here tomorrow, maybe if it does not open like gap up too much, or maybe under 1%, I'll book. I'll enter. I'll look to enter. Chemcon I've already taken off. SL is currently here, 429. If it gives me a proper closing above this like this yellow orange band, I'll look to add some more quantity and probably aim for 536. Plastic band, it's a good chart. I don't know. I mean, the momentum indicators are exactly placed for a good breakout. But we'll track it till Friday. and decide near closing. This could also be Orient could also be a good BTST. I'm not sure. I mean, I was planning to take it today, but towards the end, it did not close. Like I was hoping for a breakout closing, which I did not get. So I have to skip it for tomorrow. This one I'm not exactly taking right now. I'll maybe take a BTST tomorrow, like tomorrow, and then square it off on Friday, or else directly decide on Friday and then enter part by part, like not all at once, little by little. Some BTST like trades. Solara I've taken today. Entry was at 320 in the group. So this one I'm hoping, I mean, it has been resisting the top for 5 days and suddenly there's a volume, like a normal buying. It's not exactly falling. If I go to the smaller time frames, all the volumes are towards the buy side. Like whatever big volumes are coming, it is although it is resisting the top, although it is resisting the top, like towards the higher end, it is coming down. But the volume says that all the orders, the big orders, are they're actually buying the dip and not interested when it goes a little higher. Today something different happened. It did not exactly fall. Um, not bad is also a little bit good. And this happens to be in my portfolio. My entry is somewhere around year 447-ish. So it's already a multi-bagger for me. I'm holding it since then. Today took it as a BTST, small quantity. Let's see, stop loss is around 1667. Yeah, I do hold. And another one is BEL, okay, Bharat Electronics. Now this one I have been tracking since it broke out above 161. This entry was shared. I was able to, like, I exited early, came in there, and now I'm not holding it. I was thinking of entering today, but missed it. Now tomorrow maybe I'll enter. Now this chart is having a rounding, a sort of a rounding bottom here formation, right? Targets, simple rounding bottom targets comes about 298, 300 levels, right? And there's one more trend target which I think it will respect, so you can consider like expect a consolidation around this range, but overall it should touch 300. Like that is the expectation right now. And the volume is consistent. It's not a breakout volume here, but it is consistently, someone is consistently picking it up, right, irrespective of whether it's going down or it's coming up. So if I take this entire range as an accumulation phase, then whoever is buying should get at least this much return, right? That is my understanding. Hoping for, it's currently trading at 202. I am not holding any of it. I'll be buying it tomorrow, most probably. Small quantity, not the whole quantity, small quantity. And if it comes down, touches this purple line, consolidates, I'll add more for a target of 298. This is the view so far. Another good breakout or a trigger is in ICICI Securities. Now these are brokerage counters. They are like whenever there's a dip happening or some panic in the market, these are the first to gain, right? Intrinsic value wise. I like this upswing, a small dip, and then the first day of movement. So this could be a smart move. I've not imported again. So just buying here with stop loss below the red candle and target of at least 1:2. I'm not a home like hoping for a if I get the swing targets, it's well and good. And at least 1:2. That much I should get is what my understanding is. This I'll look to. Depending on Nifty, like lot of trades are on the radar. So if some of them are gapping down, some of them are gapping up. So these I'll look to trade tomorrow for next 2 to 3 days. Depend. Like I'll maybe square it off on. I expect these targets by Monday or Tuesday, next Monday or Tuesday, something around that. Um, some more charts which are currently building. Like there's no setup as such, but you can see this is Fortis Hospital, and yeah, there's a falling trend line. If it breaks out, price action traders will jump onto that trade. I'm currently just waiting. I'm not, for me, there's no setup as such. So I'm just waiting for a trigger. If I get a volume buying or something, I'll probably look to enter. Oh, no, the all-time charts of Fortis are too good. It had a range, okay, from 2008 to 2021, like the full range. So, but obvious, I mean, it should at least technically, my understanding is it should at least give this much targets, which is 338. I can't be invested all the time in Fortis because it's like sometimes it moves a lot in a week, then it just settles down there for 2 or 3 weeks. So overall, I have an understanding that Fortis must reach this level. So whenever I get a swing trade, I'll keep trading the ups and downs of this chart, like from here maybe till down, then again here, something like that. So as soon as like whenever I get a setup, I'll try to play long rather than being short in Fortis. Now, just in case I get a retest at this level, then I'll probably look to go with a slightly higher quantity, slightly lenient SL of this range, and then aim for this target directly 387-ish. I'm not holding any Fortis, any shares of Fortis right now. So, Cochin Shipyard, again a chart building up. There is an inverted head and shoulder here. Hmm. I'm so sorry. Um, yeah, there it is. Just a chart building up. Volume is missing. If volume picks up, it is currently. I mean, not like the supports are still safe. So could be a double bottom and then a fresh move. I'm not exactly looking for a trade, but it's a good chart. Rosari was. I mean, it's already up from the levels we entered. About 80 each percent, something like that. How much is this? Yeah, 48%. So about 48% from the levels mentioned in the group. But this is again a cup and handle in making, which could give a target of somewhat around these levels from here. So a quick trade, if I'm on this chart at the right time and Nifty is bullish, then this breakout of 1457 can be taken. Stop loss probably 2% or something like that, and a target of 1574-ish. It's a good trade. I'm just looking at the chart. I'm spotting them. I'm not exactly looking for a trade right now. If I'm on this chart at the right moment, I'll take it. There's also, I mean, I couldn't like if it comes down, then this could make, if it touches this line again, it could make an ascending triangle pattern. Then I'm interested in, if there's a pattern I'm interested in, because the targets could be a little bit bigger. So if I get a touch here anytime, like it could probably go like this, come here and then give a breakout. If this happens, then I'm interested in this trade. Otherwise, it's just a BTST, small targets, and the holding is still there. So that is one chart. PEL saw a weird move today, like out of the blue, and I mean, if it touches here, there could be a short covering move, small short covering move above this level. We'll have to check the OI. I have not checked the OI yet. If tomorrow there's some movement here, I'll check where the open interest is, and probably get a move above this. This could last about a day or two at max. Two more charts, socket software. Now these are already done. I mean, today there was a massive move here, 10%, but could go. I mean, if you're good at price action, shift to hourly, and you might find a good trade here. Socket software. Um, Last one is Bajaj Electrical. Again, same chart like socket software. So move is already done about 4.5%, but if Nifty gaps down tomorrow, then there might be a move in both of these counters. If Nifty gaps down tomorrow. Apart from that, the confirmed trades, like the ones worthy of taking would be BEML and ChemCon. Now these are not recommendation as well, because I'm actually I am looking to trade. I'm just sharing what I will be doing on this counters. One, two, three. I'm waiting. This one I'm waiting for Friday. This could be a BTST. If it crosses here, I'll be like, I share my trades on my channel. So if you want live updates that I'm taking these trades or not, you can just join in there, or maybe wait for an update on YouTube. This being my first live, so I got a bit late today. I was setting the system up, but tomorrow onwards, I think it would be around 9:30, 10 o'clock, something like that. Right. Just a quick update on Dow. I've been watching it for quite some time now. So what I've done is I've taken range from the last fall, right, and replicated it again, right. So my understanding is, as long as this, like the orange range is safe, okay, I don't need a closing here. Uh, if tomorrow morning we see a small green candle here, we'll get a gap up on Nifty, irrespective of what happens after that. But at least for the start, we'll get a gap up on Nifty. Also, what this setup has done is, on an hourly time frame, there's already a divergence. So as long as RSI does not close on hourly below 29 again, below 30 again, which if it does not break the low or does not closes, I don't think it will happen. So if this low, like 34,500-ish on futures, is safe on a closing basis, hourly closing basis, then the gap up on Nifty tomorrow is almost certain. I'll confirm this in the morning. Like the first thing I'll do is I'll just come up and check if it has closed below 34,430, or like on an hourly basis, has it maintained 34,500. If it has maintained, if the divergence is sustained, then hopefully this could be the short term low of Dow futures, and we'll get a 2 or 3 days, at least for the time being, 2 or 3 days rise from here. This could impact, like Nifty, it will be supported, but this could very well have an impact on Bank Nifty, which is requiring a trigger. Just like Fortis, here there's also a falling trend line. So if we get a small up move here, maybe it could trigger a small short covering session, and we could get about 300 or 400 points from here. So no trades on Bank Nifty as of now. No trade. I'm holding one call, just one, like one short call on short, as in one small position size on Nifty. I've taken 350, 17,350 C of this week's expiry. That is just for tomorrow. If I get a gap up, I'll square it off. So that is small view. Just hoping that, because all the indices of Nifty are currently placed at, like all those that matter, finance or FMCG, metals, all are in the red. If we don't get a gap up, then what is happening in mid cap, this candle is not sustainable. So if I was to believe that whatever inflow today entered from FIS, or whatever buying happened in mid cap, if it was to sustain, then these indexes must get a gap up tomorrow. So if they gap down, then this is not sustainable. Then there's no point in taking a long entry tomorrow. So all depends on where we find Dow, and then that should reflect on Nifty. So for now, all eyes are in this, on my intention is on this range. If this range is sustained, then I'll see a gap up on Nifty tomorrow. That's all for today. I'll probably come live again tomorrow a little bit earlier. This was the first session. Thank you.